Pepsi.
All right, we're live. What's up, everybody? It's the Solidcast. I know I've been quiet, going on, what are we, 15 days without an upload? Gaming, the summer drought is here. Why am I hearing myself? There we go. Somebody listening, mute that, please. It's in my ear.
Mute what?
I just hear background.
I hear background noise. It's repeating back to me.
Okay, it's just Chuck.
Because you're playing your video on
Chuck's muted.
No, you're probably playing your stream on your computer.
Yeah, mute
so
that.
This is me?
No, I'm saying in your YouTube browser, mute your YouTube stream on your computer.
Yeah, it's going. All right. It's my own damn fault. I apologize.
You're rusty, Rev. You're rusty.
I haven't done a cast in a long time. So this is the second podcast for 2018, correct, Blaze?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. So that's why it says number 2. I know it's not the first Solidcast, but it is the first time we have ever had a female gamer, a true-to-life, genuine female gamer in here. So let's get right into the intros, starting with Erica first. Ladies first. Let's go.
What's going on? Thanks for having me, Rev. This is a long time coming, I think.
I agree.
Being on here. I think I am your only female fan.
Oh my god.
Wow. So I'm here representing like the 0.001% or so, but I'm here.
I appreciate that.
You know you can actually go into your YouTube demographics and see?
Yeah, it's 4%. 4%.
Oh, is it? Is it? Okay. Yeah. I'm not alone.
She's got multiple accounts up to you. That's all.
I got you.
So she's like a female rodeo.
Oh my god.
Proceed, Erica.
Just the intro? Yeah, if you guys don't know me, I make videos on YouTube. I stream now and then. Erica's for the win. You guys can find me. I'm also on Press Start Podcast, which is every Thursday. So tomorrow, 5:30 Pacific. And yeah, that's pretty much what I do on here. And I watch Rev.
Okay, Bond.
What's going on, everybody? You guys all know who I am, Black Bond. You can check me out on my channel, Black Bond. You can check out Weapon Wheel Sundays at 6:30. And even my newest venture, Life Sports Gaming, aka the Bond Tales. That is no schedule as of right now.
No, whoa. The Bond, that sounds like you're copying Hard 8, man.
Oh, that's a fact right there. Shit.
I'm kidding. That's a joke.
Blaze, defend me.
Hey, I'm not.
Blaze Cochran.
Blaze. Bond been talking about doing a podcast for a long time.
What, have I always been talking about sports in my life?
Yes, wrestling.
Well, the very beginning.
About this shit. It was a joke. It was just a joke.
I know.
Blaze, let's go.
What up, it's your boy Blaze 4K. Speaking of Hard 8, the God, okay? Shout out to Any Given Podcast, Any Given Sunday Podcast, every Sunday at the inconvenient time of 4 o'clock. Come check us out.
Which makes no sense. Chuck?
What's up? Chuck here.
The best intro in the business, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, well, we're going to give the floor to Erica right quick, okay? There's a common misconception that, Solid Rev, because he doesn't like to play as female characters, that he is sexist and doesn't like women, and that couldn't be any further from the truth. So what we're going to do is I want to get just a quick introduction from you, Erica. Talk about a little bit about your background in gaming and how you started and what you think about the current trend with the women in gaming. And be honest, be completely honest.
That's a lot to talk about.
We're all ears.
So just my history with gaming, where it all started, pretty much.
Where did it all start?
I mean, I've been playing since I was like 5. So I've been playing for a minute. I started my YouTube like 2011-ish. Started going hard 2012, just to show gameplay and kind of give a female perspective on certain topics like the one we're about to discuss, which I think I have a very unique opinion about. I feel like a lot of girls don't really side with me on it, and that's the whole, just having to be represented and feeling that need, like, well, there's not enough female characters. I guess because I grew up playing so many different games like Metroid and seeing characters like Lara Croft, and so I've always known that we have been represented. So I guess I don't see this need, or I don't feel this need to have even more, I guess. As far as other things, I mean, I don't even know there's so much to talk about with this. I don't even know where you want me to go with it, to be honest.
You're doing fine.
Uh,
What's some of your favorite games? Give me like a quick top 5 games that
Top
just pop into
5.
your head.
Ocarina of Time, definitely one of my favorites.
Okay.
Bloodborne is a recent one. Persona
Okay.
5, another recent one. Shoot. What else? Super Metroid. I'm a big Metroid fan. That's why I brought it up. What else? God of War was great this year. Huh? Bloodborne?
Yeah, that's all you need. I can't believe you play Bloodborne like that. All right.
Yeah, I play a lot of Soulsborne. That's like one of my things. That's really what I like to upload on my channel. So
All right.
that's kind of one of the yeah.
I like that. I like that.
Stuff like that. I'm huge into that stuff. But yeah, I mean, I have a long history.
Is it safe to say, would you call yourself a hardcore gamer?
I think so, yeah.
So you would call yourself a hardcore mature gamer with a grown man system that you can stand by and back? Oh, you guys don't remember that joke?
I remember it. Wasn't that a guy named Pyro?
Yeah.
I don't think I heard that one. I don't think I heard that.
Yeah, you're better off. You're better off for it. So you consider yourself a hardcore gamer?
Yeah, definitely.
You are what I say does not exist. Now, that's why Erica is such a rare find. And Erica, I've watched Erica for a long time. I've been in your streams. True or not true?
True.
She legit plays these games, and to me, it's just very shocking because I've never come across such a woman in real life. And honestly, Erica, you are a very rare find for any man, because I feel like that's any man's dream, is to come across with a girl.
Objection.
Come across a girl. Hold on, Bond. Let me finish. Come across a girl that not only looks good, sounds good. Okay, thank you. And plays video games. That's like every guy wants to have a woman.
That's a fact, though. That's a fact, yeah.
But all these women, they don't want to play these games. And when we start playing the games, they ridicule us and stuff like that. So is your man a gamer?
Oh, yeah. He's a Sony guy. He's actually in the chat right now. So
see,
shout out
that's
to my
awesome.
husband. Yeah,
that's awesome. He's got
very,
the best of both worlds.
Mm-hmm. But you'd be surprised, Rev. Like, I actually get comments like people hating on my channel or guys saying I shouldn't be, playing these games, or they're very shocked that I'm this good at a certain game or something like that. And they'll actually come at me in a negative way, as if they don't like me in their realm, I guess. It does happen a lot to female gamers.
Right. And that I kind of understand. But at the same time, I don't understand. Like my complaint has always been shoehorning a female character. And guys, we're not going to stay on this long. Everybody knows my views on this. I just wanted to get a quick perspective from a female. But everybody knows where I stand. And I just don't like when they shoehorn female characters into roles that I feel are made for men. And how do you feel about that, Erica?
I agree with you. And I've been taking heat for you because of that. Because, you tweet some stuff, I'll retweet it, or I'll say something, or I've commented on my own videos how I don't like being thrown a bone. That's kind of the best way I could say it. Because like I said, with my history, I've seen female characters. I've felt that they have been represented. So when a publisher like EA, for example, is like, here's a girl, you'll have more fun, Erica, here. I don't like that. I feel like if it's not, in the case of Battlefield 5, for example, if it's not historically accurate, I'd rather see what really went down. That's kind of where I come from. I also love history. So if, because they say there were snipers in the war that were women, then show me that. I want to see that. I don't want to just,
Exactly. And I agree. Make a game about, I believe they called her Lady Death or something like that was the name.
And
I forget how many kills she had. Yeah, make a game about her.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? Why are you shoehorning them in? It makes you look lazy, and it makes it look like you're just trying to cater and pander.
See, if they had a little side mission, like a mission where you went there to Sweden or wherever this took place, and you took a part into that, you dived into that lady's part, and like I would be cool with that. But like you said, like Erica's fucking beast right now, bro.
That's what I'm saying.
You're hitting every point right now, and it's not even just like a male thing. It's just like these are just facts. Like she's just saying the facts. Like it's. I wouldn't mind playing as it if it made sense, but when it's forced, it's like
rewind to where you said like every guy likes a girl that can game. I mean, nothing against Erica. There's someone for everybody. Just maybe I'm the exception for the rule.
Go ahead.
I do
Let's
not
hear
like.
it.
I don't like women
Yeah,
play games.
I remember you saying
Really? Why?
that. They exist, Rev.
Why? What's wrong with that? You wouldn't want to sit down and chill and watch your chick play a video game?
No.
Why?
See, gaming
Explain.
to me is more of something I do on my time when I'm bored. If a girl comes over, the last thing I want to do is play games. Let's go out. Let's do something. Let's go out to dinner. Let's do something fun. I just view gaming as my own time killer. If I'm with somebody else or another girl, like there are other things I would rather do.
But see, Bond, I look at you as more of an outgoing kind of person. Like me, I'm a homebody. Like if
I gotta be out.
If it can be delivered, I'll pay for it to be delivered. I don't want to leave. Like when I park my car on Friday, chances are if you drive by Sunday night, the car's in the exact same spot. I don't like leaving unless it's necessary. That's just how I am. My girl, like in the beginning, she's like, "Oh, everything's cool." I remember opening my room, like I play games. Like, "Oh, that's fine. You stay in the house. I like that." I'm like, "No, but I really play games." And I remember opening my door for the first time.
The only time I ever talked to a girl that
televisions, dual monitor. And she just like, whoa, this is too much.
Yeah, you went in and out there.
You cut in and out.
Did I? Well, basically, when I showed her my shit, she was like, wow, that's more than I expected, I'm like, I told you I played games, but what are you going to do?
The only time I ever talked to a girl that played games was sophomore year of college. And she comes over and she wants to play me in games. And she goes, I'm not leaving your room until I beat you. Well, bitch, you better spend the night because you ain't winning.
So is that what it is? She whooped up on you, and then you
no, I crushed her.
So hatred for female gamers.
Like I said, I like gaming. Like I don't even game with my friends anymore, Rev. Like gaming is just something I like to do.
And who games with their friends, Bond? Who the hell does this?
I don't know.
What I mean? I can't remember the last time I went to somebody's house and said, "Hey, look, fire up the video game console." You know what I mean?
Oh, what, couch co-op? Yeah, I get it. Yeah.
I even mean online. Like, listen to this. Like, I went to Chicago, not the last time I went to for the wedding, but for the bachelor party. I come over to my boy's place. He's got, I think I should have tweeted a picture. He's got three 50-inch TVs side by side by side. Like I have three monitors. There are three Xbox One X's connected to him, and him, his roommate, and my boy, his older brother, are literally all playing PUBG together right next to each other.
Now, look, I'm going to be real. Now, me 5 years ago, I would have told you that was gay. But me now, I'm going to be real to the game. That sounds pretty bad.
But it's a bachelor party, Rev. Like, we can do bachelor party things.
I still would have jumped on there, man. I was like, oh, shit, look at this setup here. He ain't playing around.
No, he's not.
Bond, are you single?
Of course I'm single.
Yes,
okay.
He's single.
Okay, well, that's why. Okay, all right. Cool.
And that's another thing, Bond. You're coming from a single perspective.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? As when you get a chick, a steady chick, you're not going to want to go out every single fucking day.
Yeah,
No
You
fucking
don't want to sit around. You're going to want to chill out. And I get tired of playing video games, so I'll start watching playthroughs. It would give me the greatest pleasure to watch my female sit down and play games so I can just verbally chastise her for hours at a time.
Gosh.
You know what I mean?
I will
Just
say
make
this.
fun of silly little men. That would be entertainment for me. That
I will
would be
say
a
this,
blast.
though. In that scenario, I would at least hope that a girl could tolerate me playing games.
All right, what if the girl was better at games than you?
Oh, that would be interesting because I'm highly competitive.
Awesome.
Maybe that's what you need,
I
Bond.
can't get past it.
I don't mind anybody.
All right,
pushing
but
me to
could
be
you
better
stand there, sitting there laughing at you because you can't do something right?
It would irritate me, but I mean, I'd get over
I
it.
feel like it would more than irritate you.
Okay, this isn't like I got a woman that comes out and kicks me off the bench press and benches more than me. Okay, now if that happened, you're right. I have a serious problem. I'd be like, okay, me and you can't be together anymore. But if she was better at a video game than me, no, I feel like I'd be okay with it.
I hear what you're saying, though, Rev, because this girl at my job, she said that she played her boyfriend one-on-one in basketball and beat him.
Yeah, no,
Oh,
see, I can't
what?
go for that.
Like,
I can't go for that.
if any chick beat me in basketball that didn't play in college, I'd be ashamed of myself. I'd be like, you need to break up with me and find a real man.
Like, I'm willing to bet that Erica is much better than me at like a Souls game or a Bloodborne game. I'm willing to bet money.
She's probably better than 99.9% of the Xbox dudes on this website.
That's what I'm saying. Why's it got to be
Poor
Xbox?
Xbox
dude?
guys, I know.
I know.
Where'd the Xbox hate come from?
You got to slip it in somewhere.
Wait, look at Smooth. Smooth either broke all this shit because he got mad or a home invasion happened. He won't tell us, but
I seen that shit. I seen that. I
Yeah,
think he
we were
got mad.
asking him
You know,
what
I think he got
happened, but-
pissed off at something. I smashed my phone the other day.
and I'm like, yo, I wouldn't donate to his Patreon until he tells me what happens.
And I feel like that's a male thing right there. You know, jump into the male female. I feel like males are the ones that get pissed and break shit. I don't feel like you see too many females doing
I
that.
don't know about that.
Oh, come on.
I've had my days. I mean, I've thrown controllers. I've never hit a monitor. I could never do that. If that's what Smooth did, I don't know. But I've never broke a TV or anything. But I've thrown controllers. I've raged here and there. Like, it definitely happens, especially with Soulsborne kind of games and things like that.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I
Rev,
feel
you
like
know-
any gamer can sympathize with chucking a controller.
Rev, you know how you said you would find it entertaining watching your wife make mistakes? in
Oh
video
yeah,
games?
absolutely, 100%.
When I play a game with her and she messes up, like it gets me. I get frustrated after a while because I expect her to know like how to control the camera of the
Right,
character.
right,
You know,
right.
stuff like that. Like that's what she has trouble with. It's always the right analog controlling the camera.
Yeah,
It's
that's where
always-
my lady's at too.
That's why when you played Resident Evil 5, I think
Yeah,
that was perfect because the camera's built in. You know, what I mean, it's ready to go. You know.
It's easier to teach a person that doesn't know how to play games to play on a mouse and a keyboard.
you know what? I think I can believe that
If
actually.
somebody has never played video games in their life,
Yeah.
it's easier to teach them how to play on a mouse and a keyboard.
I can go for that.
But Bond, I'm curious, like, just, you know, if you had a girl that did play games, wouldn't you just like the fact that you can talk about games with her? Like, she kind of knows
No.
what's
I
up.
mean, it's not a deal breaker. I mean, it's just if it happens, it happens. But honestly, I would just prefer gaming to be my thing.
Wow.
I'd be much more attracted if she was an Eagles fan or something like that.
Like a sports fan, then.
Oh yeah.
Do your
yeah.
female friends look down at your gaming, or you keep that a secret, Bone?
No, they look down at your gaming.
What does that mean?
Oh, they see his channel, right?
When he made a video, the Ice Challenge.
Oh, that was
Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah,
hilarious.
yeah, yeah.
That's one of his best videos.
God. My female friends, they were livid.
Yeah, and I've heard, you know, I've had
Hey,
female
this.
coworkers and other females talk shit about how they would have never allowed that, and I'm like, listen, you would have had no choice but to allow that because there's nothing in this world you could have done to stop me.
But the funny thing is, they said they would never allow that to happen. Just like they said they would never date a Trump supporter, and then 5 months later, they're engaged to a Trump supporter. So I'm like,
Yeah.
nothing you say really matters to me.
It sounds like a little salt there, Bond. Was there somebody you were chasing? They left you for a Trump supporter?
Nah, I'm all good, man.
It's like a personal thing here coming out.
I'm just saying, like, women will say they hate one thing, but then they'll end up with that thing they hate. So it's like when they said it, like, honestly, God, Rev, all those girls that are complaining about you, if you were single and you approached them, I guarantee you they'd be down.
Oh yeah.
I'm like, you don't act like you're mad or upset. This dude
Women
came up
as
to
a
you.
whole, and this isn't, of course, all women. You know, of course, when I generalize, I mean like, you know, the majority. They want to tame the beast, so to
They
speak.
want to
You know
fix
what I
the
mean?
problem.
They want to tame the untamable. How do you feel about that, Erica? You feel like that's true?
For most women, I would say that's probably, yeah, that's a thing.
Mhm.
I think a lot of it, I mean, I don't want to get too deep into this, but a lot of it I think has to do with their relationships with their fathers. That's where I come from. I go real deep with it, but I think that has a lot to do with it. You're kind of attracted to like what you grew up around.
Mhm.
So if you grew up around, you know, chaos or something like that, then you're going to be attracted to that
I
later.
guess, yeah, I could see that.
So whoa. So what you're telling me is my daughter's going to bring home an egotistical shitbag. Is that what you're telling me?
Oh,
I
yeah.
mean, don't be surprised, Rev.
And
Don't
he's
be
gonna
surprised.
want to stand toe to toe to you, Rev.
Oh, he's going to get his ass whooped. Promise you.
Oh, you'll be dead before that happens.
You'll be
Yeah,
bold. You'll be bold and with no gains by the time that happens.
Hey, look, I'm going to be real to the game right now, okay? Another reason I haven't uploaded, and this is a true story, is I was irritated with my hair, And yes, we're going to the hair. So I took a razor and I bicked it. And let me tell you something. A truck can vouch for this. It sent me into a depression that I wasn't sure I was going to come out of. And I can't in my right mind get on camera depressed with my head bicked. I mean, just I'm telling you, man, I got some serious problems ahead of me. I don't know how I'm going to beat this issue.
It
But
depressed me
it's
too
not
when you said
bad.
my head
It's
is
not
a rat's
bad.
nest.
You look mean as fuck with a bald head.
What does that do for me, though? What does looking mean do for me?
Hey, isn't that what I
don't know.
told you, Rev?
What does looking soft do for you?
Rev sent me a picture of his head, like a picture, and he's just in the mirror with the meanest face, like he just like is having the worst day, like the worst day in his life, and he's just like got that face, like what the fuck? Like it's not even that bad. You look like Max Payne.
No, I look like a fucking egghead.
Well, hey,
is what I
man,
look like.
you know that football player, Brian Urlacher? Look him up. You should do what he did.
What did he do?
What did he do? The mohawk?
Urlacher has been bald his whole NFL career, and now he's got more hair on his head than I do. When I was in Chicago, there was billboards everywhere. I don't know what he did. I don't know if an alien landed on his head. I don't know what happened, but look up Urlacher. It's insane.
He had to have some type of surgery. I hear your boy LeBron.
LeBron, yeah. Probably did what he did.
I mean, Rev, not everybody can have a nice, smooth, silky rat nest for a hair. Remember?
I pray you go bald.
No, never happen. Nobody in my family loses hair on both sides.
Well, must be nice. Consider yourself blessed.
Hey, man.
All right, let's go
at least
right
you
in.
got some good needs, though.
Can I comment on one thing though? Because in
Absolutely.
the chat,
Go ahead.
some people are saying that you guys are acting like I'm the only female gamer, and I wanted to say this earlier. There's a lot out there. I know Rev doesn't really know them, but Luca, yeah, Red definitely. There's
that one other girl, Mrs. Game, whatever her name is. And there's the one that Shokyo used to date.
No. Look.
You mean Miss Tech and Nia and?
No, there is a lot of gamers, Erica. But he's saying like where he stays, where he lives, when he grew up, he didn't see any of that.
Right.
None of it.
You know what I mean?
None of it.
That's
yeah,
what he
I'm
means.
not. I'm not denying that there's female gamers. I'm sure there's more than what I think there is. It's just where I've come from in my world, there's none.
Mm-hmm.
They like to play Candy Crush. My daughter, she's just like the whole Battlefield thing. I talked to her about. She could give two craps about some shooter games. She's all about that Roblox though.
God, did you hear about Roblox
dress
lately?
up and everything.
Did you hear about Roblox lately?
No.
People are uploading porn into Roblox.
You see, man, this is the type of crap that I'm talking. See, I got.
You got to watch. I mean, it's your kid. I'm letting you know so you can watch that.
I know.
I told you about Roblox before.
You did, and I shut it down. You know, I cut them off after that.
I banned my one kid.
There is porn all over Roblox.
That's
insane.
crazy, dude. You know, and I really don't watch them the way I should, especially the older they get. My daughter's 12 now, and I leave her. I'd like to think that she'd click off some shit like that, but yeah, I'll have to look into that further. That's terrible.
Yeah, they got it for everything.
Fucking worthless ass people. They gotta ruin everything.
Social reject clowns.
This is what I'm talking about. All right, let's talk about the summertime drought. Where are we at? Always around this time of year, I always feel like I'm losing interest.
What do I always say about the summertime, Erica?
Go outside.
Yeah, social reject season
It's
is
social
over.
reject.
It's time to go outside.
Bond,
Fall,
I'm in
winter, you
Florida.
play
I
games.
don't want to go outside.
Fall and winter, you
sit
play
in the
games.
AC.
I hear you, but fall and winter, you play games. Spring and summer.
No,
See,
I'm inside more in the summertime than I am in the wintertime.
You are right, though. I'm speaking from a single man without any kid's perspective. So, there's things I like to do in the spring and the summer that I can't do in the fall and the winter.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's because they're all covered up.
This is true.
But is this like one of the worst summer droughts, or is it just every year is the worst?
It's
summer
every
drought?
year. But the thing also about the spring, summer, what you do is catch up on your backlog. The Steam summer sale comes out. Get the games on cheap. You didn't want to pay full price for.
I can't.
They might not be your tier 1 or tier 2 games, but I'm sure there's some games you'd be semi-interested in at a cheaper price.
I can't do it. I can't force myself to play a video game. Like I got that Red Faction remastered.
I was just gonna say that, Rev.
Dude, And I'm impressed with it. The destruction's very impressive, but I'm just bored. 30 minutes, I was bored. I tried to play it on PS3, failed. Tried to play it on PC, failed. And I want to like it, but I'm just bored. I can't do it.
You want to like it? You bought it on Xbox One when you already had
How
it.
does this guy follow me to every freaking podcast?
Who's that?
Who?
Next Level Gaming.
Oh yeah, he was saying something earlier about me too, I think.
Yeah, you always block him on the spot. I've blocked
Alright.
him 613 times on my channel.
Guys, Bond and Erica are moderators, so please, be
His
respectful.
name was 1984. I hope that's not when he was born.
I've literally blocked that guy 613 times on my channel.
Damn.
So where are we at? Where are we at with this summer drought?
But
Now,
Rev,
Bond's talking
it's
that shit, but he's
backlog
playing
time.
God of War. Bond's playing God of War. That's like one of the best games of this generation.
Yeah, you're all set. You're all set.
You know what I mean?
Don't
You got God of War to play. So it's
I
easy for you
got
to be
God of
dismissed.
War to play, and I got The Last of Us to play, and I got BattleTech to play, Octopath Traveler to play, Final Fantasy 15 to play, Final Fantasy 12 to play. So I'm good.
I haven't heard of 75%.
See,
of those
and
games.
Octopath Traveler to like a lot of people is like a major, nice little indie Final Fantasy hit, and it looks cool. With and, I have it. I bought it day one physical. I haven't even opened it. But the summer sale, all the summer sale does is make you buy games that you'll never play. That's it. That's all the summer
You
sale
can't-
does.
Exactly.
You can't
Exactly.
fall into the trap.
Bunch of games you'll never play.
Don't fall into the
Exactly.
trap.
Hey, Blaze, who are you?
Nobody. Why?
Who are you?
Who are you?
You are my co-host. Continue the conversation. I gotta take a piss. I'll be back.
What the fuck?
Yeah,
But,
Octopath isn't an indie though.
It's not an indie. I know Square made. I think it looks beautiful. I like the turn-based. I love that old school turn-based shit. It looks cool. Like the art style, how it pops up in 3D is so cool to me. But I know if I dude, I'm trying to beat The Witcher 3. I'm almost
Yeah,
done.
you still haven't finished that yet?
Dude, I'm almost done on PC. It's just a different land, dude. It's a different land. But yeah, dude, and then I'm just dying. Like I know, like I'm gonna say like there's nothing to play. And then soon as all these games, Assassin's Creed, all these games are just gonna start dropping. I know what I bought, Bond. I don't know if you heard of it. Earthfall, I think it's called.
Never heard of it.
It's like a Left 4 Dead clone with aliens.
No, never heard of it.
Wow, it looks fucking awesome, dude. Blood, gore. It's 4-player co-op on Steam, on PS4, Xbox. It looks really good, dude. If you like that type, Left 4 Dead and Killing
I
Floor.
love Left 4 Dead.
Bro, I'm telling you, man, you'll love this shit. I played for like 10 minutes, and then I played PUBG. Surprisingly, I couldn't believe how much they had updated the game. I haven't played it in months, and they updated the whole interface, the loading screen. They added a new map. I'm like, wow. I haven't paid. I don't like PUBG. They were so worried about suing Fortnite, and now they're, it's just like they're so behind, dude.
Exactly. They need to worry more about their game as opposed to other people. Their game isn't getting slaughtered because another game's copying. It's because the other game runs at 60, runs better, has more content, has more players. And, it might not be my thing, but judging from, like, what my nephews and stuff play, it looks more fun. Like,
Every
for a
little kid I see asks me, do you play Fortnite?
Yep.
I'm like, yeah, I got it, man. And it's free, dude. And it's free. That's the major. That's the killer.
They've already made $1 billion on it.
Dude, it's crazy, man.
Like this girl I know, I'm flipping through my Facebook, and she threw a Fortnite party for her son. The Rice Krispie treats are med packs. Let me find this.
Is it for like his birthday?
Yeah.
Can we
Really?
discuss that? What is going on with Fortnite? Why is this game
This is
so
a
popular?
sensation. It's
Why?
overtook everything.
Everything.
It really has.
It seems like it. Yeah, it's just that's the big thing.
I don't even get it. I've played it. I'm not impressed. Erica, do you play Fortnite?
I tried it. I played on PS4 back when it was, not a lot of people were building so much. It was just everyone shooting. It was okay.
That ruins it.
Yeah, and now it's like you can't even shoot anybody. They'll just build something, hide behind it.
That's what kills it, Erica. Yo,
I
you're
agree
so
completely.
on point, dude.
I
God,
agree
like
completely.
That's really the whole game. And then it came to the Switch. I was like, I'll try it out since everyone will probably be noobs on there. And the same deal. We were just shooting. But now I'm hearing, it's just all building now. So
and it's crossplay, so you think you're playing on the Switch, but you're actually playing with Black Bond on his PC, So it's like you're gonna get destroyed.
She's got Rice Krispie treat med kits. She's got like 7 boxes for like the other kids, like you would give to like your groomsmen or your bridesmaid, and they have balloons on them and the boxes say supply drop.
And a unicorn axe
Yeah.
that's rainbow. I know.
She's
What's with
got-
the unicorn?
Yeah, she's got water bottles that say shield potion. And there's
Hey.
other Gatorade bottles that say slurp.
She went all out for her son. Cool.
Yeah, she definitely did.
I mean,
That's
hey,
crazy.
that's cool. But that's the thing about this summer. I think that makes it worse is that even when I want to watch a stream, it's like everyone's playing Fortnite.
Fortnite, exactly. It's like I don't watch any streamers now.
You know what it
wasn't for
is?
Jack or like Bond or somebody else. It's like it would just be Fortnite.
You know what it is? It's funny though. Like Call of Duty, Battlefield, like they're all getting into the battle royale thing, and I'm falling out of it quickly. I'm like, oh, I'm already done with PUBG. You know, I played it today, like I said, but like it's funny how like
I'm already done with it. I played it today.
bro, it's just not for me anymore, dude. It's too much running in open world. It's just like too much of nothing with little action. Like I want to just,
It's too much of the same thing. You want some new shit.
Yeah. The map is cool. It's like some Indian map, but it's cool. But yeah, everybody's jumping on this battle royale thing, and I think it's too late for all that. Like if Call of Duty thought that was gonna be the savior, like oh shit, Call of Duty's got battle royale. Nobody gives a fuck. Trust me, dude.
Yeah,
I don't think it's too late.
Did you hear about that one battle royale game, the Calling 2?
Yes.
Oh,
Did you
the
see their
flop.
Twitter account? Yeah, it went from like 264 players to 2 players in a matter of weeks.
Wow.
Just imagine a battle royale game with 2 players.
It's
Yeah,
hard.
Woo!
I feel like Call of Duty is going to do better than it's done like in a long time this year because of the Battle Royale, actually. Now, I'm not saying it's going to be long lasting, but I feel like it's going to do better because of that mode alone.
But Rev, when we play, what's Call of Duty? 8-on-8?
I think it's 6-on-6, isn't
I
it?
think the what is it called? Grounded or not grounded?
Ground War?
Ground War. Yeah,
Which I
that's
don't play.
8-on-8, I think.
Okay.
Or 9-on-9. Sorry.
9-on-9. And okay, it's 60 FPS, but dude, I always find my shots not landing, like not because I suck, and I do suck, but you know, there's too much lag as it is. How are they gonna what do they think they're gonna do?
Oh my god, they don't bring out dedicated servers for this.
They have
game.
to. They're
They're bringing it out for the
insane.
PC. PC, it's been confirmed. Consoles, it hasn't been. I mean, they say they got dedicated servers now on consoles, but it's some half-ass way of doing it. It's not legit dedicated servers.
What I think is like they'll have 50 players tops. You know, I just I don't know, man. And you told me not to buy Battlefield, dude. But the more and more and more and more I look at footage, I'm like,
dude, you can't buy Battlefield. The developer or the publisher, whatever the guy is that works,
I
for
know.
you, he came right out and told you, "Fuck yourself."
you don't like it, don't buy. I know.
That's what he told
it's so
you.
bad, bro. It's
Now,
so
from a troll standpoint or somebody that doesn't like what you're saying about the game, I get it. As somebody that wants to maximize their earnings, you're going to tell your fan base to kick rocks? You know,
That's
the fan
basically
base
it.
that made you kick rocks if you don't like it? Dude, you can't support that. You can't. Game developers they're getting up on this high horse where they feel like you have to play their game. They feel like you have no other choice but to play their game. No matter what they do, they can say what they want, they can do what they want, and your slave ass is going to buy their shit.
That sounds familiar. I feel like I said this to
disagree.
somebody before.
Who's that?
I'm never buying Call of Duty again, Rev. You're gonna buy it.
Okay, but Bond, that's different. Call of Duty, they tell me to fuck myself without telling me to fuck myself. When you come out and openly tell me, go eat shit, I'm not buying your shit no more. Call
like
of Duty,
EA?
they really don't comment on any of the controversy.
No.
The females, everybody that whined about the females in Call of Duty never came out and said, don't like it, don't buy it. Yeah, they just let it ride. And that's how it's supposed to be.
That's true. They didn't say
You know what
shit.
I
I
mean?
mean,
And honestly, Erica, you know me. I could give 2 shits about females in a multiplayer game. You know what I mean? Battlefield, I could give 2 shits. I was way less outraged than everybody else about Battlefield. I didn't give a shit. I get it. That makes sense to me, putting females in a multiplayer game. So you can customize. You got, wasn't it, over 50% of the population is women? You want to suck women into the game. I get what you're trying to do. You know,
Yeah.
so
I mean, it's for money at the end of the day. Like, it's like I know what they're doing. It's just why they're doing it. That's what.
yeah, but don't give me
is
that.
off-putting.
Don't like it. Don't buy it. Bullshit.
Right. And
I ain't trying to do that.
and the funny thing is, like, how am I supposed to explain to my young daughter that did.
Yeah,
you know,
no.
Oh, I hate
I can't go for that for 2 seconds.
Yeah.
First of all, your daughter's not even old enough to be playing Battlefield if you have to explain to her what World War World War II was. You know what I mean? If she doesn't even like what do you mean? Have to explain what? This is history. History happened. She's gonna learn about this regardless. Like, what do you mean?
It was a cop out. It was a cop out. That's all it was, dude.
Yeah.
I mean, we might as well put like white slaves in games and be like, you know what? I wanted the white people to be, connected, and I didn't want to explain to my white kid why they weren't slaves.
Yeah, it just don't make any sense, bro, at all.
It's funny because
the Hebrews were
go ahead,
slaves. They were white.
Yeah. I had a Jewish girl tell me over the weekend that she gets along with black people really well, and she's like, I don't know why. I'm like, well, why do you think? She goes, because both of our people were in slavery. Can't argue with that.
That's the excuse she gave you?
She was just joking, obviously.
Oh. What in? Hey, Chuck, where you at, Chuck?
He's eating.
He's probably eating.
Hey, can we?
Yes.
Look, we're going into our next topic. We're going to talk about should we be afraid for single player experiences? Well, all the emphasis on online. So I know you've been playing God of War because I lent it to you, you cheap son of a bitch. Can you give us your thoughts on it, please?
Oh, it's fun. I like it.
Okay. Got anything else for us?
I mean, it's a good game.
How's the combat holding up?
The combat's fun. The combat was kind of iffy at first, but once you start unlocking the shit, I think it's really good.
Mm-hmm. You liking the story?
Yeah, the story's good. I mean, I just
tell them what you told me about Atreus.
Atreus? With the spoilers, where the scene where
spoilers. Go ahead.
Where Kratos goes into that light and he pulls them out, and like there's just 100 dead enemies that Atreus just killed by himself. It's like, what's even the point? I feel like he does nothing when he's running around with me. It's like he jumps on a guy's back every now and then, which I don't mind because then I just go do that heavy cleave on him.
I mean, once you get to the Valkyries, he's actually extremely useful.
Yeah. What difficulty are you playing on?
I'm just on normal. I just got to the part where you got the shock arrows.
Oh, okay.
I haven't even gotten to that part yet.
Jeez,
so I'm just
trying to play the whole game without upgrading.
Really?
What's even the point? Don't do that, Bond. You do that on your second or third playthrough, man.
Yeah, dude.
Eventually, it's going to force me to upgrade because things can kill me in one hit now.
Well, you get the shock arrows regardless. It's not.
Yeah.
That's part of the game. I'm enjoying it. I have to play it when everybody goes to bed, so I only get to play it here and there.
Yeah, and that's the concept. That's what comes with being a father. You know what I mean? You want to sit there and game away the day with your kids around. I get it.
Like they're all playing, having fun right now, and I'm sitting here talking to you guys. I feel like a loser.
Atreus, though, he's so important when you play on the harder difficulties.
He absolutely
I
is.
relied on him so much.
I didn't know, like, when the Valkyrie would jump up and do that swoop, or, like, before she threw, like, that...
Spoilers.
Yeah, whatever, dude. You'll never get to the Valkyries anyway, man. That shit, like, when you shoot the arrow before she, like, that was so important, dude. Like, he definitely becomes, especially, like, the healing things that he can drop, dude. He's really important at the end, dude. End game, big time.
Yeah.
So let's continue on. Should we be worried about single player experiences with all the emphasis on multiplayer online? Erica, what do you think about all this?
I'm not that worried. I think
Really?
with Sony doing their thing, Nintendo doing theirs, single player is going to be around. I used to get worried, but then the more I thought about it, the more these games came out, like the God of Wars, the Bloodborns. I'm like, I think we're good. I mean, it's going to be far and few between, maybe for you if you were just waiting for, the next big AAA. But if you're into indies, you're kind of into everything, then there's plenty to play, in my opinion.
Indies like what?
Like Ori, the new Ori game coming out. There's some other Xbox games that are coming out. I can't think of the names right now, but one's like a Zelda kind of thing. What else? I mean, I've just played like games like Fury, games like I can't think right now of that. Oh, Ruiner. Ruiner's really good. I played that last year. of course, and then you're going to have the games like Assassin's Creeds. There's always going to be single player games, I think. And
so you play everything. It doesn't matter what it is. You play.
I mean, if I'm interested, if it's got really awesome music, it's got a good art style, I'm there. I usually tend to go for games like that. Like right now, I'm playing Yakuza. It's definitely not a Rev game. There's a lot of reading. There's a lot of
listen to this shit. Like, I can't
there's
read.
a lot of dialogue. No, I don't mean it like that, but
it's okay. It's okay.
No, you know what video Rev should make? Rev should make play a text-heavy game and call on his son like, "Boy, read."
I watch movies with subtitles all the time, man.
No, I'm just saying.
The Man from Nowhere is one of my favorite movies of all time, actually.
I play all my games with and watch all my movies with subtitles.
No, I don't do that, but if you got subtitles, I don't care.
I think it would be fun if you played a game that was text-heavy and had your son in the room, like, "Boy, read."
That would be awesome. I really want to see you play Persona 5.
Like, Dad, I don't want to read. Like, "Boy, read."
That would be the best. Persona 5.
Yeah, I think I'm pretty good. Bond, how about you? Single player experiences, are they dying?
They're never going to die because one of the most popular companies, Nintendo, will never catch up to online and primarily makes single player games. So
I heard they're charging you for online, actually.
They are, apparently. But I'm saying as long as that company is making single player games that sell 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 million, it's never going to.
Yeah, that they're all the same.
Yeah.
Hey, but they're still selling.
What about you, Blaze?
Oh, when God of War gets 10s, I'm not worried about it. When they're getting so, when people are praising games like God of War, Bloodborne, Last of Us, Uncharted, all those games, it doesn't worry me because I know, like everybody that said single player games are gone, and then they get praised like that. I mean, God of War it wasn't just praised; it was like people saying this is the game of the decade, this is next gen, all this stuff. That just shows me that, developers are going to take notice, like, hey, maybe we were wrong. Maybe we just jumped to a conclusion. Maybe this, how do you get rid of, I was playing Dead Space.
Put it up for now.
I can't wait, man. Like, I want a Dead Space game so bad, dude.
I know. I doubt that'll happen, though. But when was the last time you played something that was God of War's caliber, though? When was the last time you played anything close?
Persona 5.
Oh, my God.
Persona 5 is the fucking goat. I don't care.
It's so good.
Oh my goodness!
Weren't you supposed to try that, Rev?
No, I wasn't supposed to try.
Rev, I still have not got my 1 hour City Skyline stream.
I don't recall ever saying that I was going to stream
I bought
City
you
Skyline.
the game. You said you would stream it for an hour.
I put 3 minutes into that game, Bond.
Erica, help me convince.
It was 3 minutes too much.
That would be an epic stream.
Erica,
it booted up and it froze.
Erica, help me convince. Don't you like City Skylines, Erica?
I had to put it down, Bond. It was too addicting.
See?
That's
I
what
had
I
to put it down.
See?
That's what I heard.
Crazy.
For like three days straight. I was just hooked.
Rev, remember you told me how you didn't like The Witcher. You'll feel the same way once you get
yeah, but Bond, it took 30 hours for The Witcher to finally click. 30 hours.
And then how did you feel about experiencing that whole entire game?
It was awesome. It was awesome. There's no doubt about it. But City Skylines, I don't see it. There's no story. There's no cutting people in half. You know what I mean? What do I care about building shit? Why don't I just go play Minecraft while I'm at it?
You can't build high-powered prisons to keep people locked up in.
I'm good. I'm good.
Now, what do you think about Cyberpunk?
I don't know. I haven't seen any gameplay.
But I'm saying, is that a game that you've played The Witcher that you'll need 30 hours to get into? Do you think it'll be more easy for you to hop into it?
I think it'll be easier to hop into, but I mean, again, I don't know. I'm pretty clueless as to what the game's even about.
Yeah, they show some gameplay and people are getting like just obliterated. He'll be more interested to play it.
Exactly. Boom. It's not hard to sell me on a game. Like Rage, when they released that gameplay trailer, that was a wrap. I'm sold. That's all you got to do. That's all you got to show me. And I'm going to tell you what, like aiming down the sights and shooting is getting real tiresome for me. It's getting old. So you got to start bringing some changes. There's got to be some new concepts put into place or implemented, because just aiming down the sight, shooting Call of Duty style, that's getting very, very tiresome for me. Because it's getting to where every game just feels like the same shit. That's why God of War was such a breath of fresh air. And yes, I got pissed. I boxed up the PS4. I stuck it under my bed. All that shit was true. But like 2 days after, I said, you know what? It's the best damn game I'm going to play in a long time. I'm hooking everything back up. And I went back into it. I started from scratch, and I beat it again.
You know what's going to be funny? I think that Anthem thing is going to be super generic.
Probably so. Probably so. They're not focusing on making a good game. I feel like they're focusing on how do we keep the player in the game world the longest. And that's what worries me about these games is they're not focusing on making a good game. They're focusing on what little bullshit strategies can we put in place to keep the player addicted to our game.
What is going on back there, man?
I know. It sounds like toys.
Yeah, Chuck's got a lot of stuff going on back there. And that's what worries me about games is that essentially gets away from what makes games like God of War so special. You know what I mean? Destiny, yeah, it kept us addicted for Destiny 1. You remember that, Blaze? We were hooked. But Destiny 2, dude, this shit was old after how long? I haven't touched it in months.
It's different for me, man. You know why.
Well, yeah, you got sentimental value attached to it, but for me, Destiny was just Destiny 2 was trash. After the single player.
Right. The single player was cool to play through, but they need to do better. If they come back with a Destiny 3 and it's the same shit, they're done. They're all done.
The only thing good about Destiny is it was a polished 60 frames per second experience that played well, and but when the 8-hour campaign was done, it was done.
Yeah, that was it.
This new DLC that's coming out for you. I don't know if you remember the Taken King, right? If you remember coming back to that.
I remember that.
It's like it has Game Informer's cover, and it's supposed to be huge and awesome and what everybody wanted in the first place. But they always do that shit. Release 2 dog shit DLCs, and then we'll make up with it and charge you another $60 for an expansion. It's crazy, man.
Yeah, their business practices are god awful. But like when I look back at some of my favorite games, Max Payne 3, God of War, Red Dead Redemption, The Witcher 3. These are all experiences that end. These are all experiences that are not designed, even though The Witcher 3, good God, you could sink your life into that game if you wanted to. Yeah, I mean, CD Projekt Red is just super spectacular for that. But most of these games, they end if you want them to end. You know what I mean? And I feel like developers aren't focusing on that. Like Fallout 76, online only. What are you freaking doing? I'm not trying to play Fallout like Dark Souls, have some player invade my shit and start shooting me in the back. That ruins the game for me. I don't even want to play it now.
They could have easily made like a new Vegas type and I would have been happy with it. You know what I mean? Like a little, you know what I mean?
Or just remastered.
New Vegas. Something. Yeah, man, for sure. I'm with you on that, bro. I mean,
because the shit is dated.
It's dated, yeah.
Yeah, there's such a big focus on engagement.
My whole thing is I wish they just made single player games and like made another one like 2-3 years later so you can come back to it. Like there should have been a Max Payne 4.
I know.
There shouldn't even been a Max Payne 3. Like we're lucky it even happened. Like if you like listen
what
to
do you mean?
Like how it took forever. It was in development forever. Got passed around. Like, it was like in hell. But when listen. Max Payne 3, like that's the first game I beat on Steam. That's the first game I played it all the way through every day.
What
until
game?
I beat it. Max Payne 3.
Oh, Max Payne is phenomenal.
Max Payne 3, Bond, not Max Payne 1.
Oh, Max Payne 1 and 2 suck.
Yeah, I'm not crazy about them, but I played them late in life, so they were already dated at that point.
My friends raved for them on PC when they were out, when they first came out, and I was like, dude, this game sucks.
Mm-hmm.
It's just so satisfying. Like I can't believe people don't do that more often. Like the whole bullet slow-mo shit, like with bullet, like the blood coming out, you see the holes in their head. Like I love that shit.
Like that immersion of impact. It's like with most of these games, it feels like you shoot people and you're just shooting. You're throwing rocks into water.
There you go.
Like Far Cry. Far Cry had that problem.
Yeah, you're throwing rocks into water. Like, yeah, it makes a ripple, but at the end of the day, it's still water. Nothing changes.
Right.
Max Payne 3, when you shot somebody, you're like, you felt it. Like, dang.
You felt it. Like, you got hit in the head, dude. You know what I mean? And I'm playing, actually, Rev, you know what came out? Far Cry 5 Lost on Mars or something.
Yeah, I seen that. It downloaded this morning. I ain't fired it up, though.
You're gonna freak out once you see, like... You're going to be like, what is this shit? You know, you're going to see like a headless guy. But once you get on Mars, like they did a good job. It looks good visually. You get, it's, I wouldn't that's 10 minutes for you. But it's like, come on, man. Like, what happened? What was that Blood Dragon game? Was that Far Cry? Who made that?
Far Cry 3.
That game was awesome, dude.
Blood Dragon was the shit, but it had a lot of like 80s movies references in it.
Yeah,
shit
yeah,
you felt right at home, man. Coming up with movies like Predator, Commando, shit like that.
You ready for the new Predator?
You know what? I don't think it looks bad. I like the guy that stars in it, the main character, the guy that was in Logan.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like it looks good. The preview showed a little more than I feel like it should have, but it looks all right.
I mean, one thing, I think I made a video. Rev probably made this a while ago. Like, nowadays, like, games, like, you just shoot enemies and they don't even react until they die.
The
Like,
Division.
you just shoot them, like, they don't fall, they don't react until they die and they just fall over. I think I made a video on Perfect Dark where, like, you shoot a guy in the foot, he starts limping. You shoot a guy in the hand, he can't fire his gun. You disarm a guy and shoot him in his knee, they'll beg for their lives. And just simple things like that. Like, when I shoot you in the hand, the guy goes, damn it, fuck, I got shot in the hand. Gets shot in the hip, he gets shot whenever he holds his body. This is on an N64 game.
Not only that, dude, you see that shit happen with all the older games. Like you said, the PS2, it's like, how have they not brought that over? They went backwards. It's like they got more lazy, man. Like, you know what I think?
Yeah.
Like, they push for all these visuals and they're leaving out the details, man. And the details matter, bro. They fucking matter. Dude.
There was a video Rev liked. I think it was comparing Far Cry 2 to Far Cry 5.
Dude, I was just thinking about that. You read my mind. Yeah.
What's his name made that?
Krobcat.
Okay, the fucking master of that shit, bro.
And it's crazy because we have like all this technology and stuff like that, and it's like that's the one reason why I couldn't play The Division, right? I don't know why for me, but it's different in Borderlands and Destiny because it's like sci-fi and fictional. But Destiny, when I had to unload 3 clips on a dude in a tank top, it completely took me out.
It's immersion killing.
Took me out of the game.
Immersion killing. You're absolutely 100% correct on that. The Division absolutely screwed that up. The enemies should be armored.
Yeah,
they should.
You're unloading in their face, and all they have is a damn beanie over their
mask.
face.
Yeah, and I don't want to hear that. I don't want to hear the MMO thing. I understand it's an but still, dude, a headshot is a headshot. Like it's just, and look at that. Some guy said fear, dude. To this day,
God, fear.
Like, dude,
fear's the shit.
Dude, I when I first got the PC, I was like, I'm not using the keyboard and mouse, and I remember I couldn't play Fear unless I used the keyboard, bro. That game still hasn't been topped by nobody, bro. Nobody. Like, it's crazy, dude. It's so, dude. The AI in that game.
There's elements that are missing that other games have, but as far as gameplay goes, yeah, it's top of the line even today.
Well, you guys said, I mean, the focus is just on graphics. And the physics and all that, they're getting lazy because they're putting more time into how it looks, how it pops, instead of how it works. You know what I mean?
You know, Erica, it just occurred to me. There is something. There's something going on YouTube, and I don't even know how this even exists. But there's channels that do ASMR. I feel like you're really good at ASMR.
I get that a lot. People, they tell me I should do it. Yeah.
You should do it. You should do a stream in ASMR. Okay, guys.
Oh, wow.
I'm going for the kill.
Yeah, I get that a lot.
Actually, Rev, you should do it. That'd be fucking hilarious.
Yeah. I'll get right on that, Mr. Blaze. Hey, did you guys see the Uncharted mini movie or whatever you want to call it?
I saw it.
What were your thoughts on that, Erica?
I thought it was pretty good. I thought the first half especially, I thought was good. I was impressed. The second half was a little goofy, like just the way he ran. But that is Uncharted. That is how Nathan Drake is, being kind of goofy. When he runs out of ammo, he just kind of looks at the gun and then throws it, and then he's running slow. He runs it. That part, it came off a little corny, but that kind of is what Uncharted is. So I thought they did a good job.
Right.
I liked it. I was impressed.
How about you, Bon?
I mean, I saw it. I mean, wasn't anything movie quality. For somebody just doing it's pretty good.
Blaze?
I didn't even see it, bro.
You didn't see it? You didn't see the Uncharted thing with Nathan Fillion?
I did not. I was seeing all about it on Twitter, but I haven't checked it out yet.
Look, and where Erica's talking, she's absolutely 100%. As far as the Uncharted game goes, it captured it perfectly. But as far as like a real world movie, I feel like it would have been terrible. Nathan Fillion looks like he's never thrown a punch in his life. And when he did the jumping punch, dear God, that was just like cringy to me.
Yeah, but that's how he does his jumping punch. If that's how I'm visualizing.
No, dude, his hand almost was open. He should have just held his hand open and slapped the guy. It looks so terrible. And then the guys, he's getting pummeled with a pair of brass knuckles, and he has 2 red marks from it. It's like 2 shots. And I know, I get it. It's a game. Who cares? But it's like, come on, you can't insult me like this. You can't insult my intelligence this blatantly. You get hit with a pair of brass knuckles twice. As hard as that dude was hit, dude, you were freaking done.
But that's the problem, Rev. Like you that's what I'm saying. Like you'll turn on a game. I'm like, would we jump on Far Cry for the first time? Oh, fuck, man. It's 30 FPS. Like you just see details. You're good at that shit. Like you just catch the small, and I am too, but like you're like so extreme with the details. Like,
and I think that comes with age, which brings me to my next topic is Bond. Do you think it's possible to be too old for video games? Like, as you get older, movies, you find more and more flaws. Like, I went back and watched 300. And 300, I used to love 300. I watched it with my son recently, and I was like, you know,
I'm embarrassed.
This is a stupid freaking movie. Don't get me wrong. I like the dialogue. I still like the valor and everything put on display. But as far as the actual choreography and the monsters and shit, it just... There were so many flaws. I was like, this is a stupid ass movie. I can't believe I liked it.
Now, I think I uploaded a video about that. It's a wrestling podcast I listened to. And this is how he basically explained it and everything. Did you ever have you ever watched wrestling at all? Even
of course I have. I watched wrestling back when Stone Cold was big.
Exactly.
The Attitude Era.
So he was going on and saying, like, you know, when you're a little kid and you're watching wrestling and you see Hogan, like, you're all about Hogan and everything. You're a kid. You cheer for the good guys. You don't know any better. You know what I mean? But as you start getting older and you start watching wrestling, if you're still into wrestling, you're paying more attention to the psychology, the athleticism. Do people mess up a spot? Are people calling out things like, oh, that punch didn't connect, or that looked fake? These are things you would never know or even pick up as when you're a kid. You know what I'm saying?
That's true.
But when you're older, you pick up these little minute details like, oh, that kick didn't connect. That doesn't look like it hurt. Or John Cena winning all the time is stupid. But yet when you were a kid, you want Hogan to win all the time.
All I'm picturing right now is when that grown-ass man was crying when The Undertaker lost.
Oh, exactly. But that's the way he explained it. Like, people grow up, like, and not only that, like, if you're in the same spot.
Well, apparently some people don't.
They don't. Like, if you're in the same spot today as you are 5 years from now, 10 years from now, or in most Nintendo fans' case, 20,
I knew that was
they
coming.
are now, like, there literally is something wrong with you. Like, I'm not saying you can't enjoy a Nintendo game, right? But, you know, we all played Mario as kids. I mean, I'm sure if you played Mario, you can have a decent little time with it. But, like, it's weird and functionally, what's the word I'm looking for? I don't know, like, functionally disturbing.
I was going to say
that a grown-ass man could be so gung-ho about defending anything they liked as a child, as an adult right now.
Whoa.
Well,
Hold
you
on,
like gaming.
Chuck. You
What's
like
up?
Pokemon Go?
Uh-oh.
Do I like Pokemon Go?
You like Pokemon Go?
Well, yeah,
You
him
went to the
liking it
playground
is one.
to play.
Liking it is one thing, but he's not going to be out here
for the first
defending
month.
for it.
I played it for the first month, and then
Does he dress up
got
in Pikachu
bored of it.
stuff or no?
Now
Yes.
I'll tell you what, if Red Dead Redemption 2 and Kingdom Hearts 3 had the same release date, I'd pick up Kingdom Hearts 3
Oh
over
my
Red Dead
God.
Redemption.
Oh, no.
How do we boot him out of here?
I share.
You have control, Ref.
Oh man, it's also like this. Here's another analogy. When you're younger, you look up to athletes as your heroes. Like me and my brother, we wanted to be Ken Griffey Jr. Like we wanted to be Reggie White. We wanted to be like Michael Jordan. You know how we look at athletes now? Look at this rich ass motherfucker making all this money.
Right.
Just to play.
Did you ever grow up wanting to be a black man, Rev?
Oh my God! Here we go.
But you understand what I'm saying? Like, as you get older and as you get
Here
more
we
mature, Rev is right. You do look more into the details.
No, but look, and speaking of Nintendo, like everybody's freaking out all these games Nintendo is getting, and I like my Switch and I have a shit ton of physical releases, but they're all fucking ports. All of them. Okay? Every fucking I can name so many ports. Like they're just ports with added features, added tracks, added characters. They're ports of the Wii U. Nintendo's so mad that the Wii U failed and now they got it right with the Switch and they just want to, oh, those games were wasted. Nobody played all those games, which is true. You know, so let's bring them to the Switch. That's why they feel. But Nintendo, I don't mind playing the Nintendo games here and there. Like honestly, when I play it, it's usually you know what, Rev, couch co-op with everybody, my girl and the kids, Mario Kart, whatever. Like, but I just can't. That magic of Mario games coming out. I lost that a while ago. I just like I don't get that feeling like I get for like a Red Dead or like a big release. Like I don't get that with a. I don't know. It's just weird.
I love playing Mario Party and Mario Kart with the kids.
It does change over time. I mean, I could agree with that when I was
young.
They're
fun.
They're fun. Yeah. It's just different now. I mean, like Mario Party, for example, you brought that up. I loved the first one as a kid. I thought it was hilarious. We would just laugh at each other and whatever. Now I'd probably use that as a drinking game. You know what I mean? Like it's just different. Right. You look at it different.
The new one, I hated, but you know, just seeing the kids have fun playing with them, I liked it, and it helps that I whoop their asses at it. It makes me feel good. Makes me feel good every time I get that winning star.
Can you get them upgrades? You got a Switch?
No, I don't have a Switch yet. We're still playing just on the Wii U.
That's the same game anyway. You ain't missing much. Trust me.
So Erica, so do you feel like you can be too old to play video games? Like for instance, I'm turning 37 this month, and I figure in about 3 more years, if I'm playing video games, I probably need to reassess my life.
I remember when Rev was 29. Rev, you remember when you were 29? I was like, oh, you're about to hit 30.
You're gonna be 30.
Dude, I can't. I know. I can't believe it.
It's resetting you free.
And I'm still making videos about video games.
Yeah, but you know what, Rev? As you get older, like, what else are you gonna do, bro?
That's what Chuck.
Yeah, what else?
That's what I'm saying too. Like,
read a book.
I don't think there's anything wrong with it.
You already don't go out. You think you're gonna go out more because you're older?
Exactly, dude.
Yeah, I mean, who wants to?
I think
do
Rev would
other things?
have like issues if he went out.
I don't have issues when I go out.
I said you would. I mean, you know, you're a married man. These bitches these days, they should be throwing themselves at you.
I'm bald. Remember that shouldn't be a problem.
Right, if I'm Master Flex and get a girl.
Yeah.
Rev don't go. Listen, Rev's a. Anyway.
Yeah.
What are video games going to look like? Ready Player One.
I haven't seen that yet. Was that any good?
Something like that.
Is that worth watching, Chuck?
I liked it. I mean, I don't know if you will, but I enjoyed it.
What's that?
Ready Player One. It's like some
virtual
reality type thing. Speaking of which, you know I took my VR back, right?
I thought you said you liked it.
I did like it. I just kept getting sick.
You still never bought me mine.
I know. But those
Chuck, you didn't try it?
Remember?
He didn't even let me try it. You think, after that bet we made, he'd at least let me try it out.
Yo, Chuck would have loved that shit, bro. I guarantee you.
I had to get it out of my house, man. I was pissed off. It kept making me sick.
No, he loved it, and he knew if he kept it, he would go back and try it on and do all. And I'm sure your whole family loved it because my girl loves VR. She loves VR. She loves it.
I couldn't play it. I know that would get me sick.
It does, man. It makes you sick, Erica. And you try to push through it, and it makes you even more sick.
No, you try to push through it because you're so stubborn. You're like, oh, this ain't going to get me sick. Fuck that. That's how you think. I'm not getting sick from this shit. Keep going.
I can't. Exactly.
30 frames per second makes me sick. I can't imagine what VR would do.
Oh, bro, VR, this guy.
VR is not 30 frames. You would die.
Console it is.
No, it's not, dude. You're wrong.
I sometimes die from motion blur, so I can't.
Yeah, same that too. Or high depth of field.
So Bond, you got a PS4 Pro, right?
Yep.
And a 4K TV?
I don't play on that 4K stuff.
Oh, you got a 1080p TV?
I'm a 1080p peasant.
Wow.
He ain't wrong. I mean, 4K is a big deal, but you know.
Okay, Rev, would you go back?
The novelty's worn off. Would I go back? I mean, I still watch the 1080p TV in the bedroom.
Right, but so what? That's like saying I don't watch TV in the living room.
You know what it is, Blaze? It's just I got no 4K content to watch, and I just bought the 4K Blu-ray Unforgiven, and it looks like shit.
I mean, the thing is this, man. When the NFL most watched program in America isn't in 4K, it's not time to buy it.
Who cares about
Bro, no,
football?
you're saying that they haven't. Yeah, the big programs haven't caught on.
When the biggest thing doesn't have 4K, it's not ready yet.
Listen, I'm telling you. Look, like Rev, you said in your video, it's not a big deal. But once you go back, like I was playing Destiny 2 with my little man, dude, and once I went in his room to help him out with son, it was so blurry. Like I swear to God, I'm not making this up. On a PS4 Slim, it was completely blurry.
Yeah, it's a lot more crisp. Like God of War on the
dude,
God of War 1080p. It's a different ball game, but it still looks good. You still gotta marvel at it at 1080p. You know.
But see, this is one thing I've learned from the peasants.
Go ahead. I'm gonna rebuttal your shit. Go ahead.
You know, they did. It's like Rev. Like they didn't know what 60 frames is until they experienced 60 frames. Just like I don't know what 4K is until I experience 4K.
Okay.
So if I don't go to 4K, I won't feel like I'm missing anything.
Yeah, but this is what you PC guys do. Back in the day, oh well, you don't know nothing until you see 60
exactly.
frames.
But I know
frames. But now you guys are saying, oh well, you guys don't know shit till you play on 144 hertz monitor. But then come at me. It's like, what? You guys always jump up and make these rules, bro.
You're 100% right, Bussy. I know what's better, but I'm saying I haven't really experienced it, so it's not bothering me.
Bond,
like,
it's
if I went over to my friend's house right now and started playing games in 4K for a whole day, I'd probably go out and buy a 4K TV.
Exactly. It's like, Bond, excuse me, please, if you get offended anybody. It's like having sex with a condom and then you finally take it off and have sex. You're like, oh, yeah, can't go back to that.
No, Blaze, it's nothing like that.
It is.
I get your analogy, but yeah, no.
It is.
But see, unlike the console gamers, I'm not in denial about 4K being better. Like they're in denial about 60 frames being night and day from 30.
No, 60 frames. I remember Rev like, dude, it ain't 60 frames. It ruins it. And I never used to get it, dude. But like the more and more, it's like, dude, like even how your son said, dude, like it can make the game look better. It's true. It does. It just
but I'm also not freaking elitist Black Bond over here saying that I won't play a game if it's not 60.
You know what they say.
Right.
I'll play a 30 FPS game. Do I prefer it to be 60? Absolutely. But I'll still play it at 30. Just have the controls be okay.
Right.
Those who play at less than 60 frames are trash, but those who play less than 30 are even worse than trash.
What? Is that what they say, Bond? Sounds like something you just made up.
A great ninja told me this.
Speaking of, is it true that? And forgive me, I'm not up to date on all this shit. Is it true that Fortnite Switch players can play with Xbox players at 60 FPS as they play at 30 FPS?
And PC players as well.
I think
that's like a horrible.
Bro, look at Nintendo.
I find funny about that?
Who will put themselves at such a disadvantage?
You know what I find funny about that? These Xbox guys are saying, oh Sony won't play fair and blah, 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 blah. We should be crossplay. But didn't all these Xbox guys say they don't want to play with mouse and keyboard? They don't want to play with PC? Yep. But the second they can play with PC and PlayStation can't, now they want to play with
First of all, when the PS3 was the first people trying to do crossplay, and Xbox said, you know what, we're kicking your ass with the 360. We're okay. Thanks. No, thank you. And now everything's turned around. They're making commercials together. It's so fucking cute. It's so funny.
Oh, yeah,
it makes me sick, dude. But the point is, it's not even the 30 FPS and the 60 FPS. It's the mouse.
Yep.
That's the advantage. That mouse is deadly. Like, yo, you can aim so much better with a mouse and keyboard than a controller. It's not even fair. Not even the 30 FPS, 60 FPS. The mouse and keyboard, dude. It's bad, dude.
So you have PC players playing with Switch players? Is that what you're telling me?
Yeah.
Right. Yep.
Yes.
Who would choose to do this?
Well, if all you got is a Switch, Rev, what are you gonna do? Some people only have a Switch.
Not play with people like that? That's crazy.
You can't choose though.
If you want to play Fortnite, you gotta. Just
All
do
right,
it.
so that's going to bring me to the next topic, which is...
Before you even go in there, though, it's
ahead.
funny how this whole thing happened with Minecraft and Fortnite, because a game just came out on PC and Xbox, and the developers wanted crossplay, but Microsoft won't allow it. That's how you know it's complete bullshit.
Yep.
Microsoft doesn't like it. Nintendo doesn't like it. They just took two of the biggest games to talk about crossplay to try to make Sony look bad.
Right. And not only that, Microsoft, if you don't have Xbox Live, you can't even play Fortnite.
Yeah, that's true too.
How about that
Can
one?
you play on PS4?
Yes, any free-to-play game you can play. So get that bullshit out. Oh, how about Microsoft locking Netflix behind Xbox Live? Oh, they don't do that anymore, but they did. You know what I mean? How about Xbox coming out in 2013 as the most anti-consumer company in the history of video games ever? And now Sony's the bad guy because they don't want to allow one fucking game. It's like, get out. And do you know the PS4 has over 70 games crossplay and the Xbox One has about 36? So I don't understand, where is this coming from? I don't get your facts.
You know what, Blaze? I feel like you get very, very passionate when you talk about Sony. As a matter of fact, I feel like your pants are coming down as you discuss your god known as Sony.
I do notice a lot of people go hard on this topic. If they really
and to me, I just could give a shit.
I don't care either. I really don't care. Listen, if it was a big MMORPG and you lost all your shit, I could understand. But this is all like, help me here. What's the word called?
I don't know.
Cosmetics. Like, you're getting cosmetics. Like, that's all you're losing. What, your rainbow axe and your rainbow umbrella? Like, what are you losing? What progression? Like, okay, you lost your skins, your rank. Who cares? It's not that serious, dude, at all.
And then with you, Blaze, you're just coming out and saying, I don't really care, but this is, this is how it is. We got people out here actually taking the position of as if they work for Sony.
Right.
They're like, oh, this was smart. I'm so glad. They're just doing what's best for business. And I'm like, but you're not the business. You're the gamer. And that's the thing I really get a kick out of, is people kind of taking that position. It's like they just go so hard for a company, and that's when I feel like you're kind of lost at that point. But you're not really gamers. Whether you care about crossplay or not, it's like, you could understand why gamers would want it.
Oh, I want it, but sometimes these people need to read between the lines and the edges.
Right. I mean, that's going on too. Especially like the Xbox side, they're trying to use it to go, as ammo against Sony. I get that, but
you know what? If they did it, it's cool. If they didn't, it's cool. Like, either way, it don't affect me at all. Like, if you play Fortnite, like, just play what you want to play.
Now.
But it is what it is, man.
Yeah, it doesn't affect you. But what if but the people that it does affect, you can see how they bitch.
What's wrong,
right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I do. I mean, but it's just not that serious. Just play where you want, man. Just play. If you can't play it on the Switch, then go play it on your PC. It's like, who cares, dude?
Yo, Aver Media just responded to me on Twitter and says, yes, our capture card has 3 distinct lighting modes. They really trying to get me to buy this because they know I'm obsessed with RGB.
I'm thrilled to death that you told us that, Mr. Bond.
Should be.
What, you like RGB?
Oh, dude, I got RGB RAM, fans, GPU, speakers, headphones.
What speakers you got that are RGB?
The Razer Nomos.
Oh, okay,
mouse,
I just bought them. Get on my level.
Are we done talking about irrelevant shit? What Erica just said, this is something that Black Bond likes to call corporate slaving. And Erica, you're absolutely right. I see people thanking developers for making it's like thank you so much, Sony, thank you so much. It's like, what, you thank them by paying them money.
Did you see them thanking Sony for not putting in a UHD drive?
No.
Or Blu-ray drive?
Oh my god.
That was the thing over the weekend, because DVDs still sell the most. So I've been seeing tweets like, oh, Sony was smart, they knew that Blu-rays weren't going to be that important, or something like that.
Yeah, even though they created them.
Right, and they're just going hard for Sony. I've been seeing that a lot.
That's
it's
crazy.
Just funny. Yeah, it's funny.
Question on your speakers, Blaze. When you first turn them on, do you get like a bit of static for like a second?
No, actually. I know what I do get when I try to like keep my lighting like a certain way. Like, it glitches. Only one speaker will show the lighting, and I have to like.
No, I mean, like, if you're playing something and you first turn it on, the left speaker will be on. The right speaker will be staticky for a second and then come on.
No, you probably got trash ones from China.
Yeah, it sounds like your shit's messed up.
It's only staticky for half a second, so it doesn't.
But
really
they're definitely they're loud, the bass, everything. They're nice. They're $150, but they were nice. They were worth it.
All right, Erica, final topic. Okay, we're
What's
gonna open
up?
it up to everybody else after this. Switch intervention I have written down. Now, this is how desperate I am. There's nothing to play. I going back to my backlog. I'm bored. I fire up a game. I'm bored. I want to get a Switch just to play Zelda. And I played it on the Wii U, but the frame drops were ridiculous. The art style was kind of irritating me. But at this point in time, I simply just don't care. You know what I mean? I look at it as like a Nintendo version of The Witcher,
Okay.
So what do you think? Do I get the Switch for one game? Is it worth it?
Knowing you, at least this is my guess, I feel like you would buy it and then you would regret it. I think you would.
How about Zelda?
Zelda, it's cool. I'm more of a fan of the older Zeldas, but it will give you that. Maybe it will give you that Witcher feeling. I don't know. It's very open world. It's there's a lot to do.
He's played Zelda on Wii U.
How far did you get in it? You didn't finish
I did 4 hours. Look, I couldn't stand the frame drops. They were really, really bad. That's when it first came out.
Look at this elitist complaining about frame drops.
On the Wii U now.
15
on the
FPS
Wii U.
is not acceptable, okay? 30 is, 15 is not. The frame
on
drops
the
were atrocious.
Switch, they did drop a lot, like when you went in the high grass, but then they fixed it, from what I remember.
Yeah, and that's what I hear, that it's fixed.
So it should be a lot better. If that was really your only complaint and you're enjoying otherwise, then yeah.
I mean, the art style was kind of silly too.
I'll send you the Wii U back with Zelda.
No, you won't, Blaze. I sent it to you. Keep it. I don't want that shit back anyways. You know what I mean?
But yeah, you know what? Metroid's gonna come out. There's gonna be, I'm sure they'll get some. This some. Yo, you know what?
Metroid's a female though. He won't
So
play.
what? Yeah, he'll still play it. Hey,
will I, Blaze?
If you're
Will I
getting a
still
Switch,
play it?
you're getting it because your
You
kids
can't even tell, though.
or
She's
or
in
your
a
wife
suit
wants
the
to
whole
play.
But guess what?
You're not going to spend much time in it. You might spend an hour here or there.
Hey, he
So
just
don't
bought
waste my
Tomb Raider
money.
on PC.
I wouldn't waste your money.
I
unless
did buy
you want to
Tomb Raider on PC, but you know what? It's getting some real nasty frame drops. Nasty ones, man. When I get
what
to
are you
that
running
area, it was getting nasty frame drops on the Xbox. Now it is on the PC too.
Maybe
My
it's
PC
just that.
sucks. No, it's just my 970 is a pile of trash. That's what it is.
Try to guess on that. Man, you've had a 1080 Ti, didn't you?
No, I had a
1080.
1080. It was screaming. It was screaming at me. I ain't got time for coil wine. It's not happening.
Yeah.
My 970 doesn't coil wine. My 1080 shouldn't coil
That's
wine.
that. You got the Founders Edition. It's got that tiny little. I know what you're talking
Yeah,
about.
I know. That's what
Look
everybody
at this elitist complaining about coil wine. 15
Coil wine is a valid complaint, Mr. Bond. When it sounds like I got a mouse chewing cheese in my ear, that's a problem.
I don't even know what that shit is.
It had
I
to
don't
be
even have
loud.
a PC.
If he complained.
You know what other game you can get on the Switch is Bayonetta.
Yeah.
Erica,
that
I
Bayonetta
own
on there.
Bayonetta on the PC. Thank you.
Oh,
I also
then
have
there-
the 360 version.
I thought you didn't play games with girls though.
Erica,
That's what
I
it
don't like
says.
shoehorned female characters. That's it. I'll play a game. I'd be a freaking moron to say I don't want females to have female characters. Okay, that's not what I'm saying. Just
Yeah.
for games I want to play that I enjoy, I prefer my character to be a man.
He
That's
would
all
play
I'm saying.
Bayonetta too. That's a fact. I know he would.
So you're
Well-
not a sexist then, like everyone's saying? I mean, because that's
Erica,
all I'm
come on
hearing.
now. Do
That's
I
all
be
I'm
real to the
hearing.
game? Do I really strike you as a sexist? Be real now.
I
Be
mean, I
honest.
wouldn't be here if you were, if I thought you were. You know what I mean?
Okay.
That's
And-
true.
Yeah, I had people
Chuck,
coming at
keep
me.
your mouth shut. I know he's trying to come up with something slick. All right, well, that's all I got. So at this time, I'm going to give it to Erica, and if she's got a topic, she can throw it out there. We'll discuss it.
Topic.
Yeah. So anybody's got a topic,
I
have
don't know,
one ready
man.
for when we get to you.
The summer is so dry. We actually talked about crossplay. I didn't think it was going to come up, but that topic has just been beat to death already.
It has been. It has been.
Even the female protagonist thing, that's always interesting to me. But I just wanted to say with Rev, I mean, I know we're touching on it again. When people are coming at Rev saying he's sexist, and my whole thing and my whole stance in what I talked about in my videos was just people not listening and kind of throwing people just under the bus immediately, like he's sexist, without even really knowing what are his points are and what he feels when it comes.
What do you expect from the internet?
That's how it is, and it's frustrating to see, and so I wanted to come out here even on this podcast and show, not all of us are like that, and we shouldn't be like that.
Yo, I need to get Blaze and Erica Cochran on my videos.
I appreciate that, Erica.
And the thing too is, like, the other day I was called a SJW because I said, races should be banned, because you guys on Weapon Wheel Bond, you were talking about, what was it? It was like Rainbow Six, they're banning people for slurs or whatever. I went and said that in the chat and people were calling me SJW. So it's like, you're either one or the other, and there's no middle.
With Erica, you can never win, man.
Real life, though.
Yeah, you really can't.
You can't, and that's why a lot of the shit, I just leave it alone. What's even the point?
Yeah.
Who says that in real life? The SJWs.
Mm-hmm. Because you don't like racism.
What's an SJW?
It's like, really? It's
exactly.
What is that?
It's a term social reject beta male clowns use.
But why? What I was thinking though, Rev, why don't they release? Like, wouldn't a developer be like, you know what? I am going to release in the middle of summertime, and I guarantee I'll get way more sales than I was going to get if I people want to rush shit out for Christmas for what? Like, there's too much competition. You're not, I don't get it, dude. I really don't get it. Like,
I don't either. I feel like a real good game would sell like hotcakes.
Yeah, bro, 100%, dude. Like, there's too much competition, bro. Christmas, there's too much people. Like, people are competing. Like, people are competing for their money out there. Like, nobody is gonna buy all them games. Like, there's nobody doing that, dude. It's ridiculous. But we got Spider-Man close, right? How close is that?
September. We still got to get through August, man.
I think Madden comes out in August.
Oh, Madden, awesome. Talk about the most recycled dog shit ever. I
forgot that game exists. Like, what the hell is Madden?
Every year I tell myself I'm not going to get it again, but then it's
the Call of Duty effect.
I can't.
Yeah, because you like doing the season, the
Listen, this is the problem with gamers. Check this out. This sorry son of a bitch right here is going to buy Madden day one, and he's borrowing God of War from me. He won't buy it.
Oh my God.
That's the problem with gamers, man. He's going to give his money to EA. When Sony Santa Monica's sitting over here and boom, I'll just borrow it from Rev.
But I'll get more playtime out of Madden.
Oh my God, dude.
You think so?
That doesn't make sense.
Yeah,
he has competitions and shit with people.
No, I know. I was supposed to be in his league. I know, like, even Dumars does that shit. I do that shit. I buy Madden every year and I never play it.
But you buy everything. You can't say, "Oh, Blaze bought this, but he didn't buy that." You support every fucking developer that's out there.
I support my habits, not the developers, and your habits.
Well, I seen you on Twitter thanking your God, Sony.
The next two games I'll buy will be Madden and then Kingdom Hearts 3. That'll probably be it.
Oh my God!
For a while.
Hearts 3. That's a franchise I never played.
That's a big hit, dude. I know you think it's trash, but to a lot of people, that's a major release. To a lot of people,
I could never catch myself dead playing that children Disney Mickey Mouse. Like, my niece is 4 and she watched Frozen.
And see, this
I
is
watch
why
every Disney
I
movie
fuck
that
with Black
comes out.
Bone.
Like, oh my God.
I like going to Disney. I watch Disney movies.
I mean, like, people
I like Donald and Goofy.
People going hard for Kingdom Hearts. Like, just imagine, like, Kingdom Hearts 2 came out in 2002. That was 16 years ago when we were kids. We're a grown-ass
That's when gaming was good.
We are grown-ass men right now.
Chuck, look, okay, I grew up with those characters, the Saturday morning cartoons and shit. I don't want to play as them.
Well, that's the difference between us.
You know what I mean? Why would I want to play as Bugs Bunny?
You've lost your innocence.
I want to play as a badass stepping on somebody's face. That's what I want to play.
Bunny's in it, Rev.
Well, whatever.
I'd play that.
You want to play as Mickey Mouse swinging a giant key at people.
Yeah, it just doesn't make sense to me. That's so dumb.
No, you play as a little boy that looks like a girl.
Hey, Death Stranding looks cool,
just have
bro.
Mickey Mouse run around with you.
You heard, Rev? I switched up with Death Stranding, dude. Watching like this, so like that shit looks incredible, dude. If you
Blaze,
really look
everything looks incredible to you.
Oh my god,
Yeah.
everything
You're
looks
Mr.
mediocre
Optimistic.
to you, man.
Everything looks trash to me. Except Red Dead Redemption.
The craziest thing is everybody goes, but you play Mega Man games. I'm like, a game where there's a game about a human holocaust where 95% of humans die in an instant.
Yeah, but see, Bond, you can make it sound awesome, but at the same time, look at that art style.
But I'm saying,
I put it right up there with Kingdom Hearts.
But I'm saying the game is about a human holocaust and racism and oppression, but that's for kids.
I had no idea.
I never even knew that.
Yeah.
The whole game of Mega Man is about racism, oppression, discrimination, and a human holocaust.
But is that why you enjoy it, Bond? You enjoy it for the gameplay, correct?
But I'm saying it's not a game for children like Kingdom Hearts. My niece dresses up in princess costumes like Frozen. And I have to sit there and watch her dance around like, Uncle Wyatt, can we pop?
I dress up like Frozen too.
And Chuck is about to play a game where he's going to be battling ice monsters with Rapunzel.
I'm going to tell you right now, when me and Chuck first started talking, I was like, you know what? This guy is a fucking clown. But you know what? I grew to really respect Chuck because this is a guy that will literally walk around wearing diapers and not give two shits what anybody thinks. And to me, that's awesome. I'm over here. I shave my head. I won't leave my house without my hat on. And if somebody touches my hat, I will beat the shit out of them. I'm not. If somebody touches my hat, we're fighting.
So why does somebody smacks you in the back of the head?
And my hat flies off?
No, like, when black people get haircuts, like to smack each other in the back of the head.
Yeah, no, don't touch me. If you touch me, we got a problem. Chuck just doesn't care. And that's a very unique thing to have. He's less stressed. Chuck is 300 and how much do you weigh, Chuck?
Like 325 right
He's
now.
325. Okay. Pounds. I'm currently 230. I haven't been working out. And this is a fact. Chuck has way better blood pressure than I do.
Well, that's because you're like angry all the time.
Yeah, Rev. I could see you just sitting there and like snapping the controller.
I'm just telling you, man. There's a lot to be said for just being mellow and chill and not giving a shit.
Why do you think I have all my hair, Rev?
Oh my God! You have all your hair because God loves you and He hates me. How's that?
Are you saying that God treats people differently?
Oh, given the context of my hair or the current condition of my hair, yes, I'd say that's exactly what it is.
Rev, if it looked terrible, like when you sent me that picture, I would have told you, bro. I would have been like,
it's okay. I get it. You're my friend. You have to,
I would tell you straight up, Rev. Like, yeah, I get you. Stay in the house, bro. I would tell you.
Erica, does hair matter to you on the guy?
I was just gonna ask you, how does your wife feel about it? Like, she okay with it?
Asks their wife anything?
I mean, that's who you would care. What they think, right? I mean,
look, I'm gonna be real, and my wife, God bless her, she's so committed. I could have my arms and legs amputated, and she wouldn't care. She doesn't care how
she loves you.
And to me that I
but I like to ask if he'd feel the same if that happened to her.
That's a good question. What if she's involved? What if she had some bald spots?
Chuck, we're live, so screw it.
No. She doesn't watch this shit anyways. But we're men though. We're built differently than women. I feel like women can look past appearance, whereas men, that's our sole focus. You know what I mean? No, don't get me wrong. It doesn't matter what happens to the wife or how she ever looks. I'm going to love her no matter what. But when you talk about sex and like she's bald, I mean, I don't know.
You guys are visual creatures.
Yeah, we're visual creatures. Boom. There it is.
Turn the lights out, dog.
Hey, Amber Rose is bald.
Wife, because that's what she tells me. Who cares? Babe, it's no big deal. I'm like, yeah, as you have a full head of hair on your head. This doesn't just change your appearance. It completely and totally alters it. It changes you. You are a different human being.
Very superficial person, Rev.
A different human being. Look, in 2005, when I was working out, full head of hair, I'd give myself a 9.5 out of 10. That's how cocky I was. I looked in the mirror and there's not a damn thing I would change. Hair drops me 4 points. Do you understand?
Bro, just do the Brian Urlacher.
4 points.
Get the hair plugs.
Do the Brian Urlacher, man.
Anyway, hey, Bond, you got a topic? What's up?
I'm good, man. I'm ready to get out of here.
Blaze. Oh, really? Yeah, I remember
Very
that too.
interesting.
Chuck, how about you?
No, I don't have anything to say.
Yeah, you've been very participative in this.
Rev, like, I need you to put this up on screen. You know how to do that?
What's that? No, I don't know how to do any of that.
Look in the chat and click that, man. That's what you need to get done.
That's a Brian Urlacher?
That is Brian Urlacher.
What?
I don't know what he had done.
Wow.
What? Yeah.
Yo,
He's
check
got money though.
Check this picture out, yo. Check that second one out. This man was bald since birth. And look at that man on the right.
Yeah, that's crazy.
And when I was in Chicago, there's
I don't know. That second picture you sent me, look at that, man. I feel like I see some plug action going on. But do you see how he's a different human being?
Yeah.
You look at this and say, these are two totally different people.
Yeah, I went into Chicago, man. There's billboards of this everywhere.
Wow.
There's hope, Rev.
That's crazy.
Never give up.
Nah, because I'll know it's fake. It'll never be the same.
No, it's real.
I'll always be paranoid about it. I'll know people know it's fake. I'll feel like everybody's mocking me behind my back.
Rev, have you tried any like those shampoos and stuff? There is stuff out there.
That doesn't work. My brother's went through this whole thing already. He's 44. Any tricks, he would have told them to me already.
The girl that does my hair, she was really selling me on it because my husband, he'll be okay with this, but the front of his hair is thinning. So I was asking for him, and she's like, "Yeah, it really works." And it's like,
why were you asking for him, Erica? Because
I know it bugs him. I know it bothers him. I tease him, but overall, it doesn't bother me.
Yeah, where's Blaze at?
I don't know.
Blaze, co-host, where you at, Blaze?
I mean, Blaze, you've seen Deion Sanders with razor sharp hair. Like, he ain't have that 3 years ago until the Urlacher treatment.
I feel like he'd be much more. I feel like he'd be participating if this were a Hard Eights cast.
Oh.
You know what I mean?
He is on Hard Eights, right?
Yeah, he is. Yeah, exactly.
Maybe he got pulled.
I bet you he doesn't leave in the middle of the cast. Okay, so here's the deal, people. Pretty much everybody knows this. Bond knows this. Blaze knows this. I'm not a big fan of podcasts. I did this I got some people in here that I feel like could spark some conversation and get me talking about something, because frankly, a lot of the stuff I talk about with the gaming channel, I just don't care about. So if you want to see more podcasts, hit the thumbs up. Let me know that you like this shit, okay? And I will try to make an effort to do it every other week. If the thumbs up are less than 500, I ain't doing this shit. Plain and simple.
Damn, this sounds like Hard 8 right now.
I'm not asking for donation money, okay? There's a difference. I'm just asking for thumbs up. And you know me, I don't do that on all my other videos. I would never ask you to thumbs up. I never ask you to like. I never ask you to subscribe.
Thumbs up.
For a podcast, I'm telling you, it's instantly demonetized. I have to sit here and talk about games for an hour, hour and a half. And a lot of times it's topics I don't give two shits about. So if you want it, give me the thumbs up. We're gonna start with the outros. As always, ladies first. Erica.
All right. Thanks for having me again. It was fun. It was interesting, considering how dry it is. I mean, we did all right, I think. But yeah, again, you guys can find me on Press Start Podcast, which is tomorrow, every Thursday at 8:30 Eastern. I'm also on YouTube, Eric Cuts for the Win. And yeah, I'll see you guys later.
Bond.
What's going on, everybody? Good podcast. Always welcome to have fun. Come on with Rev and everything like that. Check me out on my channel, Black Bond. Check out what we're on Sunday. Is what it is. Take it easy.
Blaze.
I was on mute to clarify.
Sure you were. Continue.
Anyway, check me out, Blaze 4K on YouTube, and yeah, I was on mute, buddy. You know I love you, Rev. You know that. You know you can hold me, bro.
The powers that be told you can't be on anymore.
Realistic. Chucky. Okay, Chucky. Always. To the lovely Erica, it was very nice having you, sweetie.
Yeah, it was cool, Erica.
You cocky
Thank
son
you,
of a
guys.
bitch, you. Appreciate you coming on.
Gotta be
And my man
confident,
Blaze,
right?
I
Is it
appreciate
over?
you. Yeah, Chuck, you want to do an outro?
Do what?
An outro. That's where you say goodbye to everybody.
Oh, yeah. Bye. Hey, follow me on Chuck Eats Out. I'll be eating a baby platypus tomorrow.
You know, we do need to do some more eating videos.
You
But
do,
yeah,
bro.
everybody watching, thanks for coming out. Appreciate y'all watching, and I'll holler at you later.